Hello guys, it is Jead, and the new star performers are finally in packs, as well as the greats of the games coming into packs today, and you do not have long to try and pack these cards. So let's not waste your time, let's jump straight into the only pack grind I would be doing right now, as well as what do we buy for the new greats of the game promo, do we buy some more Path to Glory cards, as well as the new broken Evo that came out yesterday and who to put into it. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Boys and girls, I hope you've had a fantastic week. We're coming to the end now into the weekend. I've got one question for everyone down below, because I'm interested, to be honest. What is one player, or who is one player, I should say, you've watched during the World Cup that you've just gone, wow, I had no idea who he was, and he moves different? Surely everyone's got one player that surprised them during the World Cup. I don't know who mine would be though. It's a tough one, but let's jump into it, boys. Straight to the SBC section, of course, because everyone is talking about packing these cards that are in packs today, and they don't stay in packs for very long, as well as the greats of the game cards that come into packs like R9. But yesterday we got Gru. This card actually isn't the worst thing in the world, but once again, I guarantee you guys thought the same thing as me when you saw this. Yes, I can put the own play styles that I want to put on this card, but I just don't care. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care. Gone. Next one, throwback marquee matchups. A jumbo premium gold players pack. Everyone should go and do. I know marquee matchups is a little bit annoying, but everyone should go and do that. It's really good for a tradable pack on a new account as well, if you've got a new account. But it's gone. We care about the 5x77 coming back. This is the really, it's the best SBC like the last week when it comes to the pack grind. Basically just turns your commons into rares. Again, fantastic for what we need to do for the pack grind. So thank God that is back. And that was it, right? So let's go straight into the upgrades. There's one very simple, clear way to do this, right? You can do it now for star performers. If I were you, I would do it now and save all the packs. Ready for great to the game. No, I've not changed my mind on it. I'll explain what I mean. You're going to start with, when you're doing the pack grind, please use Pale Tools or Foot Genie. Again, if you don't know what they are, they're web extensions that make this so much faster. And I know a lot of you guys have lives, family, friends. I would hope all of you guys have at least some of that. But please, make sure you use Pale Tools. Make sure you use one of them, Pale Tools, Foot Genie. I don't care which one. Start with the provisions upgrade right at the back where if you go, there you go, provisions. It's always been the start of every single pack grind since it was released. Go and buy the 85s if you do not have them. Yes, it can cost 1,000 coins a card. I don't care if you're on 150k or less or whatever. If you want to do the pack grind, you need the provisions upgrades to do it. Trust me, you need to. You then get every gold and common, gold rare into that. You do the daily bronze, daily silver, and then do your daily common gold. And then with the cards you open, because you open the provisions upgrades, you then go into the daily rare gold. And basically, go and do all of that, right? You have to clear the dupe storage a few times, but you'll end up with a full stacked club and storage of gold rares and gold commons, right? Now, that is the perfect start. All you need to do now is the pack grind. I'm getting excited, man. I need to slow down in videos. Boys, you guys comment all the time. I talk too fast. I get excited about the content on this game. Surprise, surprise. I'm like the only one, but I do get excited. Right. 5x77. That is where you put your commons into rares. Just spoke about it. Got refreshed yesterday. Mwah. Beautiful. It is back. Go and do that as many times as you can, right? Just go and clear everything in your club. So, I realised the webcam's on it. It's fine. Go and clear your entire club, right? You'll put all the commons into rares, and you'll end up now with a full club of rares, okay? Loads of duplicate storage and having to sort that. I don't know why they don't up the cap during the end of the game to 100 to 200 duplicate storage. I feel like everyone will be happy with that. But yeah, go and do as many of them as possible. And now you should have less than 9 commons in your club. I think it takes 9 commons to do that. So less than 9 commons in your club, just rares. Now this is where the big decision comes in, because you can do the 1 of 3 83 plus summer tournament until content today. You can do the 1 of 5 82 plus player pick for a few days, or all the way at the back here somewhere, you can do the double 84 upgrade, and kind of all the same, right? They require a slightly different amount of rares. I have got an opinion on this. You guys can change, and if you want, you can do the double 84. I know a lot of people will be doing the double 84. I would say, please go and do the player picks. The 1 of 5 82 plus player picks are 4 rare golds compared to the 6 rare golds of the 84 double. And I just think the weight on these, you're going to get an 84 in 99% of them, and a lot of them get a lot better. I think the weight is better, and it costs less gold rares to do it. So go and spam as many 1 of 5 82 player picks as you can. If you are using Pale Tools or Foot Genie, it is super, super quick. And then go and open as many of them as possible, right? And you're just going for the highest rated cards. Are you going to get a crazy card in this? I have actually seen it. I've seen a few of them on Discord. I've seen a couple of them on the Twitter today. So yes, it's possible. Unlikely though. What you're going for really here is fodder and then the big upgrade packs. And this is the order I would do them in. By the way, you can ignore the 5 of 10, 81 plus player pick. I know you get some tradable silver packs and it's, you get 5 players, but I think they're not bad, but you can just ignore them if you want. Like, they're not crazy. But here is how, like, the order I would do things, right? So you're going to start with the 8x86 upgrade. That is by far the best upgrade out. It's a little bit expensive. Yes, go and do as many of them as possible. If you don't have a team of the week right now, or team of the week, team of the season, or path to glory, which most of you guys should, but if you don't, fair enough, we'll get to that, right? But in theory, the theory is you're going to go and do all 3 8x86 upgrades every single day, and hopefully that should be pretty easy. You're then going to move on to the 10x84, and you're doing the 10x84 because the cost of the SBC to what you get back is so worth it. 1 team of the week, 1 path to glory, 1 team of the season, only an 83 rated squad, and you get a 10x84. So you're going to do all 3 8x86s. All 3 10x84s, and only after you've done those 2, then do we finally go on to these 10x85 Summer Tournament Nation upgrades. These expire on Saturday, so tomorrow content. Maybe they'll come back or EA refresh them in a different way. The reason we do these last, okay, very important, is because, 1, they're super duper expensive. You need, 2 Path to Glory cards or, team of the week, team of the seasons. They're very expensive. But also, cards like that Bale, right? When we jump into leaks, I'm going to show that team one more time, the Great to the Game team, coming today at content. I'm hyped for it. We're going to show that team, but cards like Bale, cards like Pushkash are not even possible in that 10x85. Of course, all the star performer cards are, which is fantastic, but not even possible. So that's why that's a last resort. And if you're anyone like me or just kind of, running a normal account without store packs and stuff, you'll probably start to run out of fodder here. If you do all 10x85s and you've still somehow got fodder left, then you can go on to the 100 players pack and you can do the 3x87 to 90 upgrades of fodder. But most of you guys, if you're doing this, will run out. If you want to make this an unlimited grind, you have to, again, use League SBCs, which is really, really annoying. And I recommend that literally no one does it because it's honestly a massive pain. Yes, it's possible. You sell all the tradable cards and you rinse and repeat them. I kind of recommend no one does it. I would stop there at the 1085s and the 3x87 to 90s or the 100 players pack, which is also quite expensive. And then I would wait for the next day for the daily refreshes. That is the best chance you've got of packing them. Again, you can do more packs with the League SBCs if you are desperate, but I don't think you need to. Now, the big elephant in the room is you guys will start to run out very quickly of Path to Glories. You've probably already run out of Team of the Weeks and Team of the Seasons. The way I'd use this Team of the Week 84 upgrade SBC is just whenever you need it. It sounds super obvious, but don't stress about it. As soon as you go to your club and there's no Path to Glories, no Team of the Seasons, no Team of the Weeks, go and do a Team of the Week upgrade, to put it into the SBC, put it into the, the 8x86, that's how you put it into there. And then that's it. Just wait until you need another one again. Don't go and spam these. You don't need to go and, bulk do 10 of them every single day or something stupid like that. But yes, you will need to do them. It's a little bit annoying that they've not got a team of the season repeatable SBC. I think there should be a team of the season version of this because team of the seasons and the rating is so much nicer. But 84 plus team of the week for all the upgrades that are at least out, like the 8x86s and all that good stuff, is good enough for the rating. I think the max rating on the upgrade squads for these is 84 anyway, so it's fine. And then the biggest tip out of everything for packing these cards is make sure you're doing the objectives, rivals, token store. The best packs are not in the SBC section. They never have been, right? The best packs are always number 1 in the store and then number 2 in objectives, rivals, all the good stuff like that. So that's my division rival rewards. And then we've got a 1 of 4 88 player pick. We get a Hurst card. I thought there might have been a star performer. I don't even know what the flare looks like, but we take a Hurst. He's going to be good fodder for me, probably for another 8x86. So we will take that. Now I'm saving all of my packs for the stream tonight. By the way, the stream tonight will only be on Twitch. I'm going to try and run it not on YouTube. Sorry if you guys watch on the YouTube, but my internet keeps cutting out on streams, if you've noticed. So I think it's because I'm running multiple streams. So get yourself to the Twitch tonight for 6 p.m. UK. We've got loads of packs saved, and I'm saving pretty much all of them to try and get those great to the games icons, or of course, those star performer cards. So get yourself to the Twitch at 6 p.m. content. Hopefully we can get ourselves an R9, a Dino, probably end up with a Tony Cruz, but even that I would take, to be honest. But yeah, that is the pack grind I'm doing. That's the pack grind I recommend doing. And just because a few of you guys asked last time, if you could only do 1 player SBC right now, for me, by the way, it would still be Cody Gakpo 1, Pateas 2, and if you've already done both of those, it would be Erdegaard 3 and Pedro Neto 4, and then Alexis McAllister 5 because he's very expensive. I just think you need to do him for the upgrades. I think so many of the player SBCs are worth it that if you're not just pack grinding, but you're fodder grinding as well, pretty much all those 5. The rest of them are give and take, they're okay, but those are the 5 that I'd really go out and make sure you go and do and get the fodder for. And I wouldn't worry too much about saving it. We've seen that the great to the game leaks for the SBCs don't look too hype. You've got a Figo card, a Hadji card, they don't look too hype. I wouldn't worry about wasting your fodder for the current players that are out now. But boys, the wave Wave Your Flag Evo, a fantastic Evo used in the right way. It's a bit of a weird Evo. The first one we've had of its kind of. Well, they've started doing this a little bit, where they do these Evos where, you know, you can then put your own playstyles on them. They did it with the FUT Birthday store pack and, you know, different stuff like that. But this one gives a stat boost and then no playstyles. It's a little bit weird. It does make some fantastic cards, but I think there are three kind of runaway options for how you should use this Evo. Let's jump into the best cards for it. There's 2 runaways, and then there's a third way that you can kind of use it as well with cards already in your club. So let's jump into it. But boys and girls, if you could, subscribe if you are new to the channel. These videos do help you out. Like if you can, hype the video. Again, I don't really know how that works, but I think it's on mobile. You can hype the video. All of it just helps push the video out, helps push it to more people that can see this beautiful content. And let's talk about this new Evo. Who we're putting into it. By the way, yeah, I still look red on the camera. I've not managed to fix it. Like, some of you guys did comment and try and help, but I've not managed to fix it. But first card is the expensive option, but a lot of you guys follow this channel. A lot of you guys have fantastic amount of coins in the club because you're in the Discord, follow the channel, right? Mbappe, yes, it's gone up to 300,000 coins, but look at the state of this Evo, right? Continental Cannon, everyone should still have, I think. It's like, I think it's a season pass one, or maybe an objective one, but I've not used mine. Good chance you guys have not used yours yet. And it gives him 5-star, 5-star, gives him that finesse and low driven with the quick step. And then you put him into the Wave Your Flag Evo. And look at the state of this, right? 97 pace Mbappe with 95 shooting, 94 passing, 95 dribbling, 80 physical. And then you can just customize whatever playstyles you want. So you'd probably add incisive, you'd probably add ticky, you'd probably add, what would you add to that? Maybe a little technical, I guess you'd have to add. Honestly, put whatever playstyles you want, and you get 5-5 Mbappe, similar to his Team of the Year level card, but just with better playstyles for what? 400,000 coins if you don't have a gold Mbappe in your club. This guy, by the way, still feels like an impossible card to pack. I don't know about you guys, but I literally never get gold Mbappe on like any FIFA, no matter even if we're in end game or the start of the game. But yeah, he's now 330k. He went up 121,000 coins. We've not seen a card rise like that for an Evo in such a long time, but that's how good the Wave Your Flag Evo is on like Kylian Mbappe. And there's a bit of a cheaper option who's not really cheap, but you best believe it is this. Where is he? Neymar Zito. Now you can put him straight into the Wave Your Flag Evo. Of course, if you guys are clever, you probably figured out you can chain this card into millions of different things. But even just straight into the Wave Your Flag, getting a base rating of like 93, 94, 95, 95, then obviously the 60 physical and only the 84 stamina does ruin it. So I'm sure there's fantastic chains there. But the Wave Your Flag, of course, lets you put any playstyles you want on Neymar. You don't have to worry about like building the right ones. You can go and put whichever 2 playstyle plus you want and whichever playstyles you want. If you are going to go and do Neymar, I would say for playstyle plus, it's pretty obvious for me. You're going to do incisive and finesse. I think if you're just going to go pure meta. And then regular playstyles, you do low driven and game changer, pinged and ticky, rapid and quick step. And I think that is just the most obvious thing in the entire world, right? And then you get a fantastic Neymar just through one Evo. And I know he's 100,000 coins, but I'm almost certain that if you want this Neymar card and you really went for him with player picks, you've probably already got him by now. You've still got those summer tournament player picks that don't expire until content. Really good for getting Neymar if you spam them. You do not need to go and spend 100,000 coins on this card. But another fantastic Evo for Neymar. And I'd say the best like third way to use the Evo is on the chains you guys have got, because I know if you're like me, I've got this Noonan card and it's been impossible to get the perfect playstyles on him for a little while, or get the third playstyle plus. If you've got a card where you've got great stats on it, it's going to take them to a 94 rated, so it needs to be the last chain like you put them in. It needs to be the last evolution. But if it's going to allow you to get like perfect playstyle plus or perfect playstyles, I think the way this game plays, it is worth it. So I can put my Noonan into this and give him what? I'd probably give him quick step plus to max him out. Do whatever you can with the chains, but it's just a great Evo. I like when they add Evos that add a little bit, you know, something different to the game. It's not just the same standard, little bit of a stat boost, a little bit of a playstyle boost. I like Evos that actually feel unique, feel a bit different, and Wave Your Flag for me a proper 8 out of 10. And then objectives. EA put all the SP content into the store as normal, like we normally do get on a Thursday. The Path to Glory kit is one of the objectives now, so you can do that thing where I always do it. I pay 40,000 coins, or even sometimes I think it's 70,000 coins to get a little bit of SP. Shout out to you boys who are below level 20 on the season pass. I think I'm level 18 or level 17. Yeah, I don't play this game full time. I have a full-time job, believe it or not. I think someone commented the other day and said, at least you do this full time. I do not. I wish I did, boys. I'm there with you guys, grinding day to day. So getting SP is really tough for me as well to try and squeeze all the time in. So yes, SP is tough. Yes, I will be buying that Path to Glory home kit to go and get the extra SP, because you get 1,000 there for the group reward, as well as 1,000 in there. 2,000 SP, 2 levels for buying a 40,000 coin kit. I don't mind if I do, as well as all the SP stuff. And yeah, the big objective still to this day is that Samuel Eto'o gauntlet that still to this day I have not got. Yes, I'm a fraud. I have not got Eto'o. I will try and get him on the weekend, but I've not got him yet. But yeah, boys and girls, we're going to talk market. We're going to talk leaks. Before we do, I guess the last bit of content, which is a lot of what the market and leaks has to do with, to be honest. That whole pack grind was to do with. We got these new star performer cards are in packs, right? They're in packs for 2 days. That's going to be Thursday to Friday, Friday to Saturday, and then just like that, they are gone. You do not have long to try and pack these cards, which means from Friday 6 p.m. until Saturday 6 p.m. when those cards are all in packs with the greats of the game cards. You have got 24 hours to pack grind like you've never pack grinded before if you want to try and get some decent cards on this game. We have got a Messi card. We have got an Mbappe card if we just put France in, who is fantastic. Talk about that Evo Mbappe. Look at this Mbappe you can customize the playstyles for in the playstyles lab. That's why he's only got low driven. Wow. Finesse and incisive, or finesse and quick step with perfect playstyles. I might have to try some of these cards out for Weekend League. Boys, for Weekend League, we might do a full team of like, a crazy meta team. I'm not even sure my coins are going to be enough for this Weekend League because R9's out, Dino's out, Mbappe, the Messi card. And actually, the rarest card out of all of them, for some weird reason, seems to be, if we go to the letter N, which comes after the letter M in the alphabet. There you go. Some geography knowledge for you there. But we've got Norway. Look how rare this Haaland card is. And now we always say these man of the match cards, because of how rare they are, do well out of packs. I do think, yes, if you're someone who's balling on coins, look how rare this Haaland is. He could be fantastic out of packs. I mean, I spoke about this guy the other day. He's 4-star, 5-star, 6'5" in lengthy with all 99s in the shooting stats that matters. I have said, I think this card will be crazy in game on the wing. It's a shame he doesn't have left mid or right mid, but even off chem on the wing, because you can do his playstyles perfectly, which we've never been able to do before on a Haaland card of this level. Maybe that's why he is so rare. There is some cheap cards at this Festival of Football, and if you want to invest in these cards out of packs and you're not a baller, Balogun looks like the best bet because he's still really meta, but he's also like, not crazy expensive. And then you've also got Ayari, who I had no idea played for Brighton, learns something new every day. And then Lopez as well, who looks amazing until you realise my man is not long, very, very sadly. But both him and Ayari look decent in terms of stats, and of course, you can put your playstyles on them, but Power Shot Plus is meh, Block Plus is meh. It's really the Balogun, Haaland, Messi, and Mbappe show when it comes to these star performers. And yes, we might not only buy them for our Weekend League team, we might buy them out of pack as investments, but obviously, I would love to be able to pack even one of them. I would even take a Florian Balogun. That is not Florian. That is not Florian at all. Close enough. But okay, boys, leaks. We got new Hall of Fame. Right, we spoke about Hall of Fame loads in yesterday's video. If you've not seen that, honestly, I'd go and watch it. So many leaks for FC27. But new ones coming. Schürrle, we get Freddy Guarin, Ben Arthur, Adel Tarap. Now, it's not confirmed whether these two middle ones might be heroes or Hall of Fame, but these two to me feel like cult hero cards. However good Freddy Guarin was, I can't speak, and however good Hassan Ben Arthur was, they feel like Hall of Fame, not hero cards. But Andre Schürrle, Ben Arthur, and a big one for me, I guess Guarin. I remember using this guy's Inter Milan card. I think FIFA 14, he was in, it might be FIFA 15, I don't even remember. He was just insane, bro. Remember when you have a starter team all the way into like February? Bring me back. This Freddy Guarin was insane. And then Adel Tarap cards, if you're going even earlier, FIFA 11 and 12, I believe he had some crazy team of the weeks. And he get a crazy AC Milan team of the week on FIFA like 14. Honestly, Hall of Fame to me looks like a brilliant addition. Yes, it's coming to FC27 and we've got to wait for it, and it's not that hyped right now, but we've all been begging for cards like Fellaini and Sturridge and Sarabia and Freddy Guarin, cards that are like a Barbo, I think, to me, right? And they're just cards that are sort of have that nostalgic, sentimental value, and I think are just fantastic for the game. And they don't really change anything else. I'm surprised it took that long for EA to realise they could add them. Now, the big question is, that we mentioned yesterday, will they monetize these cards, i.e., will they put them in packs? Will they make them as pre-order rewards? They could be like those Champions icons at the start of the year this year. Who knows? I have said for a little while now, or a couple of days, that's a little while, I guess, that I hope they are collection book rewards. That would be fantastic. It gives you a reason to actually grind the game and play the game to get a one-of-one Hatton Ben Arthur card or a one-of-one Freddy Guarin card. Will they do that? I don't know. It sounds like a lot of fun, so EA probably won't do that, but they still could. You never know. And then, of course, what is coming today? So we don't know. We think it should be Fuis Ligo or Luis Figo, of course, coming today. It could be the Rivellino and Kempes because they're pretty hyped as well. EA try and normally drop the biggest hype thing on a Friday, and I just don't see how that's not the 4-play style plus Luis Figo. Price predictions for me is 700 to 800,000 coins. I think they make it more expensive than cards like McAllister, but they make it less expensive than cards like Pateas. That is just my guess. It's not a live card, but then again, looking at the playstyle plus with rapid, tech, low-driven, incisive, if EA price this according to the stats in the card, I think it'll be really expensive. But if you guys, again, we've mentioned a few times, know how Luis Figo plays in game, he won't be that expensive. But I think he'll be coming today, and then we'll probably get the rest of the cards drip-fed over the next few weeks, or the next few weeks, the next week. But then the big one, of course, is the cards coming in packs. So speaking so much about that pack grind, who do you guys want to pack? We've talked about these cards so much now because they've been so much hype around them for like last week. Who do you guys want to pack? Who is that one great to the game card you want? Is it the Omri? Is it the Zidane? You could go on for ever on these cards. The big question tonight that we'll be taking a look at on the Twitch stream is what is the pack weight on these cards and what is the Foot Champs rewards? We spoke about the rewards yesterday's video as well. What is the Foot Champs rewards going to be? Because you've just seen there R9, Beckenbauer, Cruyff, Maldini, R9, Ronaldinho. I'm naming the same cards, but just to name a few of them, right? The big question is, Will FUT Champs Rewards update? Will they stay the same? And will they be awful? Will they be good? Will there even be great to the games in FUT Champs Rewards? That is make or break, in my opinion. Because we go down to the bottom here, these crazy packs, as you can see, they expire at Friday content when I am recording this, which means they should be replaced. Will they be replaced by Path to Glory cards? I think they will be, sadly, because think about SBCs. Path to Glory cards are needed in SBCs. And I think that EA will go, we'll give people more Path to Glories in Champs Rewards so that they can still do SBCs by using those fodder Path to Glories, which I would hate. I really hope when we look at this at 7 p.m, because it won't be 6 p.m, it'll be 7 p.m. When we look at this at 7 p.m, we check here and it says 10 times 93 plus, great to the game player pack. That would be fantastic. It would make Champs worth the grind. It would make Champs even more sweaty than it normally is, but it would make Champs worth the grind. Now let's see what EA do. Ballers in their court, but hopefully they deliver. Boys and girls, let's talk market. As you can see from my transfer list here, we are pretty much fully clean apart from still these Simeone cards. We've actually got one more Martinez card there who will take us above that 24 million coins. Then when Simeone sell, we're still on that 27 million. Every single week for the past month, it feels like we make a couple million coins and then we spend it on store packs on streams because you guys seem to hate me. But I don't mind it, right? We're at the end of the game. It's a bit of vibes at the end of the day. And it means we can still use some crazy cards having that 27 mil sat there. Like hopefully the R9 when he comes out. Hopefully he's not extinct. But what are we doing, right? We spoke about Path to Glory buys yesterday. I've got one more addition to that today. And then also I've got a method that should work tonight and should be absolutely fantastic for you boys wanting to make some coins tonight. The first one, right? We spoke about Path to Glories in yesterday's in terms of which cards we think could do well in certain games. And we spoke about Callan Hoglu and we spoke about, different cards like that. And remember, if the Champs Rewards are still Path to Glory cards, you are taking a huge risk if they've still got tradable Path to Glory rewards in those Champs packs. You are buying those Path to Glory cards because we are, thinking, hoping they go out of packs, which I still think they should. However, you never know with EA. But the big one I want to add to it is simple as this, right? If you're someone who's a little bit more lazy or just someone who likes a little bit less risk and want to make some coins for great to the game, I would just go and buy fodder Path to Glory cards. If you can, try and get them at below 13,000 coins. Is it possible? Not always. You should be able to get them pretty easily right now. I did not realize they come down in price. I don't know why they're down to 13,000 coins. Bit of a strange one. But I think you should be able to buy them at 12 to 12,500 coins on bids. I'm not sure how, competitive that's going to be. But it means if you can buy them here, you probably get them at like 12,000 coins pretty easily. There's so much supply on these cards. Get them at 12,000 coins if you can. Buy as many as possible because if people still need to do SBCs, Team of the Seasons don't seem like they're coming down anytime soon. Team of the Weeks, we've got no tradable supply. And the worst comes to worst, if we do get that Team of the Season pack finally, we do get some tradable supply on these. They go from 12,000 coins to 11,000 coins. And at 11,000 coins, you can still lazy sell them for 12 to 15,000 coins anyway. So you can't lose coins on this, basically. You can full send, if you want, and I had the balls to, I could full send 24 million coins worth into these. I just don't have the time and patience. But you could full send your club, and then every single hour of the day that you're on Companion app or on the game, lazy list them, right? Every single hour, lazy list them for between 15 and 19,000 coins, especially around content time, as always, and you will sell some. Now, we're not going to talk about 85s and fodder, like investing, because that'll have always come on the weekend. We always buy 85s on the weekend. That doesn't change. So we'll talk about that, more Saturday, Sunday. But I said method for tonight, right? And I do think this will be a couple different things. But one of the most obvious ones, again, is gold rare fodder bids at 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 p.m. tonight, because this will be a very, pack-heavy promo. There's loads of different filters you can use for this, and, depends on the rating you're bidding on, depends on, if you want 85s, 89s, 88s, and we'll talk about them on stream tonight if you want exact filters to bid on 88s or 89s, whatever. But mass bids, even though we're so late on in the game, is still broken, right? You put a filter in, get 88s, get 89s coming up, bid as much as you want, and whenever people open tradable packs, which they will for great to the game, it is fantastic. Yeah, even a filter like this, 89s, 88s, you can go and put your bids through, and again, only really works at this point in the game when we've got crazy pack supply. But it's great to the game promo. Again, even though we're so late on, best believe people will be spending their coins and FIFA points on these store packs, putting a lot of fodder onto the market. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m, probably up until about 10 p.m, and then you're stretching it a little bit. Fodder bids will go insane. And then one of the ones we spoke about a lot more recently, but I think will do really well overnight or a little bit later on into the evening as people are, more playing the champs, but there's less people looking at the market and less people doing, crazy trades because it's a little bit maybe, 10 p.m. UK, 11 p.m. UK, and it's gone a little bit later. The 10, 20, 30 method on special cards, you guys probably saw the other day, was fantastic, trying to get these out-of-pack special cards, these Team of the Season cards. If you do this on a weekend, but especially overnight UK time when there's less people bidding, that should be fantastic as well. So if you're on low coins, this plus bidding on regular gold fodder should be fantastic. And as always, fluctuation trading. If you guys have watched any videos on this channel ever, you'll know that we make hundreds of thousands of coins fluctuation trading, and that will be fantastic again tonight. But the big one for me tonight will be trying to trade these great to the game cards. Maybe I'll be too scared to. We'll see, man. They could have some crazy prices off the rip. Too cheap, too expensive? Will R9 be extinct? Will Ronaldinho be extinct? We will see tonight. So once again, come and get involved over on the Twitch stream. But boys and girls, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, like, hype the video, do whatever you can. I appreciate all the support. I really, really do. Until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.